Now that we got our part designed, I'm going to go ahead and place this part into the assembly that we've created. So let's go ahead and switch over to the assembly, to the bookend assembly here. And obviously, going left to right, I'm going to place that part right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do an insert, and I'm going to find that letter R, which is the only other file I got open as far as part files. I'm going to put it out here, and I'm going to place it. So the main thing I need to place, obviously, in this part is to go ahead and to put it definitely on that surface right there. So I'm going to tilt this back a bit, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select this bottom face, and the pop-up shows up, the pop-up menu, and there's mate. So I'll hit the F key, zoom out, rotate down with my middle, pushing in my middle mouse rolling wheel button, and I'll select on that face, and as you can see, it comes right down on top of that. I'm going to accept that mate. Now the next mate I'm going to do is I'm going to select the the left vertical plate here. Again, pop-up comes up asking me to go ahead and do a mate. I'll rotate around to this side here, zoom out, zoom in using my center mouse button, and I'll select that, and let's go back to look at this in, that's trimetric. Let's look at it isometric. So there it is. Whoops, can't see it. That's alright. We'll rotate that around, and we'll go ahead and accept that mate. So now it's mated on this face right here and this face right here. So what we want to do now is probably try to put it somewhere in the middle of this plate, and as you know, it's already attached to that. So I will go ahead and get my measurement tool, and let's measure this particular edge here with this particular edge here. Oops, that's actually mass properties. We'll go ahead and get out of that. Let's go to the ruler here, which also you can get, tape measures. You see here I got my heads up display, or you can come over here to evaluate and you can select the measure command there. So I'm going to go ahead and right mouse click and clear that selection, zoom up here, grab that edge, come over here and grab that edge, and it tells me that it's 4.25. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom out here, and we're going to go ahead, get out of that selection in this, go back over here to this face, go to assembly and select mate. Actually, we don't want to use that, so we're going to go ahead and clear that selection. I'm going to grab this face here where it says face, letter R, come down here, and I'm going to grab that face right there, and it's going to place that up there really close. So what I can do now is I can rotate things around, I can look at it, and I can see what my mate is. What I'm going to do is set a distance mate. So I'm going to go ahead and set a distance mate. Right now it's at 8 and some change. But I'm going to take and create an equation here. I'm going to go 4, using a bracket, 0.25 divided by 2, close bracket, and I'm going to subtract half of 0.125, or eighth of an inch, which would be 0.0625. Let's see what we get. Yeah, there we go. Now I think I got it correct, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to rotate this around, and I'm going to look at it on that face right there. Looks pretty close. May not be right, but let's go ahead and measure it using our evaluate measure command. So I'll come over here and I'll grab that face there, and I'll grab this face, and that tells me that it's the distance is 2.0625, 2 and a 16th. Let's clear that selection and see if it's the same way on the opposite side. So I'll grab that face there, or that edge, and I'll grab this edge here, and it is the same distance. So that meant I'm centered up on that particular part. Okay, that looks good. Now let's go ahead and do a Control 7, and let's kind of evaluate what we got here. I'm going to look at it at some different sides, probably on the front view here. And what it's showing me here is I got a lot of room out here, so I could actually make this R a little bit better, a little bit larger. So I might do that. I might come back here and make that a little bit larger. But we'll come back to that video in a moment.